Hello and welcome. I believe, like many others in the hobby, I sit in the middle. I don't really care about the politics. All I care about is three things. The models look good, the games are fun, and the books are entertaining. I mean, there's always the one that I wish that the prices would come down, but this is a channel mainly dedicated to saving and helping people with their models and building armies on the more of a cheap side. Anyway, anything really outside of that, especially the political side, is kind of meh, and I don't really give a hoot about it. But I did get thinking about this gatekeeper movement I've seen a lot of. Now, personally, I think it is full of crap. Their argument is they have to keep the law pure and consistent. Well, this is an absolute joke, if at the very least, that Games Workshop can barely keep it consistent. And honestly, this is quite hard to do, as they have a number of writers on board, and now each one will obviously have their own ideas, as they're all individuals and their own concepts and what they want to bring with each story. So they may have a singular goal, but contradictions will bound to happen. Now, to demonstrate the gatekeeper hypocrisy, I thought I would talk about 3 times that Games Workshop themselves broke the law on more than a fundamental level. Then there's what between the Space Marine's legs. Anyway, first is the Tau. The whole damn race! Well, they were discovered during the reign of Gog Vandar. Yes, that Gog Vandar, the paranoid, xenophobic megalomaniac that purged entire regiments of Imperial Guard, chapters of Space Marines, and planets because he thought somewhere, maybe, just maybe, someone didn't like him. So he let an entire race go unmolested because of a few warp storms. Gog Vandar would literally take armies across the galaxy just to take out a planet because someone, somewhere, may have said something that could be slightly less than flattering. But an entire new sentient race? Yeah, he's going to give that a pass. I don't think so. Gog Vandar would have risked an entire legions of Space Marines to kill the Tau. Yet here we are with this new race, with an empire of our own. And just in case that really wasn't compelling enough to break established law, who are the Tau neighbours? On one side you have the Ultramarines and their many, many successors. On the other side you have Orcs. Because, Orcs. And behind, coming up, is an entire high fleet. So the fact that they are not in some museum when they were still throwing rocks at each other, and that neither the Ultramarines or the Orcs have destroyed them to further their own empires, yeah, this breaks the narrative on at least 2 factions, if not including the Tyranids. And I also want to bring up the warp storms, because obviously warp shenanigans save their ass. Now, why is this important? Because when people do bring up female Space Marines and how it's not narratively breaking the law, they use the warp because it's a Deus Ex Mechanica and it would work. But of course, those gatekeepers go, you can't use warp shenanigans. So there, the Tau literally saved by warp shenanigans. Next is the Space Wolves and Armageddon. Now, up until the 5th edition of Warhammer 40,000, after the Space Wolves tried to save the citizens of Armageddon from the Inquisition, Grimnot decided not to fight the Inquisition, let alone kill a high-ranking Grand Master of the Grey Knight. Why? Ulfric talked him out of it. He was saying it would be more bloody and more civilians would occur. And, it just was going to be, it was just going to make a whole big mess and make everything worse. So, no blood was shed. Yeah, those were literally the words from the 5th edition codex. No blood was shed. Now, this made sense too. It gave the Space Wolves some smarts. There were 3 orders of Inquisition on Armageddon. Malleus, Xenos, and of course Hereticus. So, going to war with one would have created a rare and deadly alliance of Inquisitions, which would have not only led to the Space Wolves being declared traitors, again picking a fight with 3 orders of Inquisitions. I need to emphasize that, not 1, but 3. Would have had more extreme consequences. Chances are Fenris would have been exterminatus, where the Space Wolves gene seed at the time, not now, but at the time, was only viable with the people on Fenris. The Space Wolves would have made themselves extinct, all because of hubris. Yet, here we are, forgetting that all that and having Grimlock kill a Grand Master of the Inquisition without consequences, let alone not even a redemption crusade. So let that sink in. That's a massive law break. That is huge, because they pissed off, you know, the three biggest parties of the Inquisition, and nothing happened. Nothing. I'm not joking. Honestly, we've seen smaller chapters do a lot less to be declared traitor. The Firehawks just set themselves on fire, and they were traitorous exterminatus. Constantly fighting for the Emperor, they were on fire, they were declared traitors. The Lamenters picked the wrong side in the fight. They were Redemption Crusade. Space Wolves pick a fight with the Inquisition, 3 orders of them, literally, and also, just so you know, one of the reasons that there was demons on Armageddon were because of the people of Armageddon. So when you really think about it and stop, the demons that got there first, because the demons were there first, then Angron came with his World Eaters. They must have released cultists, Chaos Cultists too. So yeah, they released Chaos Cultists. Well done, Space Wolves, and well done for us breaking the narrative. Congratulations, you made the Space Wolves look dumber because you accepted that break in the narrative. Well, you know, I suppose they're still men and not women. Anyway, logic. Now the final one, and there is more actually, but these are 3 I want to do today, is the squats returning. Now, a lot of people are saying there is nothing in the law saying the squats suffered a mass extinction. Except there is, and it's a pretty big one too. One so big that everyone can see it. The Cicatrix Maledictum. You know, that great big tear across the sky. Yeah, that. This massive hole in space covers the entirety of the Squat Empire. Yeah, look it up. It's in every map. The Squat Empire is in the core worlds, and of course the Cicatrix Maledictum goes straight across it. So now the squats have returned. How? Spaceships probably. So Erase got destroyed by a warp tear. I think Eldari fall without any of the sexy murder fun time. Yes, again, this is a massive break in the law because, yeah, okay, I'm glad squats are coming back and I'd like to see how. But where are they coming from? Because our empire is not just gone, it's just probably full of demons right now, having their wicked way with the planets, finding any small hole and filling it with something. But yeah, again, no arguments. There's no way. This breaks the law, and you know. Anyway, so there you go. So next time one of these gatekeepers goes on about how what is basically an aesthetic choice is fundamentally breaking established law, you can bring up one of these points and ask, why aren't they angry at this? What about this point? Why don't you want this changed? And these are law-shattering moments which are against the narrative and consistency. And more so than if a Space Marine has a taco or a hot dog. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Honestly, I don't like talking about this stuff because it just annoys me. But what annoys me even more is the fact that people will try and dictate how you enjoy the hobby. It's your hobby. You enjoy it how you see fit, okay? Have a great time with it. If you want to make Space Marines with great big titties, tear away. Have at it, alright? If I see it well painted, I'll say congratulations. If I see it, and if someone goes like, this is a female Space Marine and it's just a head swap, I will say, that looks like a certain female Space Marine with a head swap. I'm not, but you don't, yeah, you have it. I will be honest, and as always, you have it your way. This is a great hobby. You should enjoy it as you wish. Anyway, again, thank you very much for watching. I can see this being downvoted in ratio to how. And everyone have a great day. Enjoy your hobby. And yeah, links to Random Games, Comic, Forbidden Planet, Patreon, etc. Everything, you know what they are, down there down below. I want to see how many people I lose over this one as well. Have a great day, and speak to you all very soon.